Welcome to Sex, Lies, and Blank Pages. What the hell are we even doing?
That is just the perfect title for today. I feel like, what am I doing? I don't know. What's my
Literally,
name?
it has been a long winter, and I think I know a lot of authors follow us, but I know a lot of our readers follow us. So let's give this episode dedicated to what the hell is going on in our personal lives, our business lives, and everything that has happened. Because I know for me, there's been a lot that's happened that people don't know about, that's really changed a lot of things for me. Same thing with you, right, Stacey? Right, Colleen?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride, y'all.
Right.
Oh,
Go
Well,
some
for it,
days.
ladies.
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, has it been more than it might have been even more than a few weeks ago. Right
Yeah.
now, I feel substantially better than I did. Because it's been a dumpster fire of a winter, but on top of, just life, I was diagnosed with seasonal asthma and seasonal affective disorder. And I didn't even know. I was with Monica and I just had that prolonged cough and I'm just coughing and coughing and it's hard to breathe and it's hard to talk without coughing. And Monica looked at me from across the table, and I told her, I said, I have this cough. I'm not sick anymore. I've had it since December. And this was back in February. So it was going on 3 months. And she said, honey, you have asthma. And I was like, no, I don't. So I went to the doctor. They gave me medicine. And I swear it felt like somebody had vacuumed my brain. And on January 3rd, I don't know if we've discussed this or not, but I'd gotten into that car accident. So on top of the cough and the car accident and everything, and I hadn't been in to the shop and I'd been behind on my deadline. And I swear, as soon as I got that medication, everything has just been so much better. I'm like, apparently I was oxygen deprived. And that is why it just amplified all of the bad for months. So I'm feeling a little bit better now. I finished a short story while at on an author retreat. I just finished another little short story. I'm getting ready to write a novella. I finally feel like I have them bandaged back up together and everything is going right now. Thank God I got medication. So so that's
If
my
this is
little
a
update.
miracle medication, give it to me. I need oxygen,
I know,
clearly.
right?
Um, well, I know us getting back from the LA, we both got that LA
Yeah.
with that flu thing was going around. And oh my God, at first she kind of got it. And I was like, I think I'm okay. And man, the next day it was like face planted on the, and talk about going, because, boy, most people don't realize you can be born with this. I was born with emphysema. And I know that's a like smoker's disease, but you can actually, my dad and mom were both carriers of it. So my brother and I got it. Anyways, um, so everything like cold wise goes to my lungs straight off. I will always get bronchitis. I will always like that. So it was like you probably that oxygen deprived, and it
Mhm.
makes you so lethargic and sleepy and not able to complete tasks. And so yeah, it's been 2 weeks of us like
Yeah.
feeling like, okay, I feel
I'm
like I'm
still
finally
coughing.
alive. Yeah.
Oh, no, being sick
So
is literally the worst. The winter sucks.
Hmm.
Like,
yeah.
and not that I'm an advocate of global warming, but I don't like winter. Maybe we should all just move south
Yeah.
and just like boycott winter in general.
And the
'Cause
sad doesn't help. People
No.
don't
no,
Yeah, I have
realize
I
that
think it's
too.
also rude that they call it a sad lamp. I call it my happy lamp, which
yeah,
has
that's what I call it too.
because I keep it on all the time. And Shauna's like, that doesn't really work it during the day. It's for the night. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah.
I
I call
don't
it
know if
my
it
my
does.
I'm like a
Mentally, who
plant.
cares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's my grow
literally.
happy lamp.
It can't
Yeah.
hurt. It can't hurt. I just
Yeah.
turn it on all day and it
Hmm.
looks like a moon. I think it's cute. I call it my happy lamp. I'm happy about it.
Hmm.
Sophie also has sad.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
she
Yeah.
She and
No,
calls
I
I
it.
have
think a
talked about
lot
it.
more people have it, like
Yeah.
especially being in
Mhm.
Seattle, like, whew, it is gray today. And it's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
It's
And it
like,
But
goes
oh,
along
yeah,
with vitamin D deficiency too.
yeah.
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 But it's been a tough winter, I think, just this
Yeah.
Worldwide means
country,
mentally.
worldwide. And then,
Mhm.
January, unfortunately, I lost my father, and I just feel like the ground underneath me, I just can't seem to find footing, and it's not, it just feels like everything right now is just so negative and awful and dark and gloomy. It's just like I'm just looking for like I need to
An
get
outlet.
away. Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you able
And
to?
sadly, writing, sometimes you think like, oh, good, writing that creatively, I just
Go
go into a ball when that stuff, like I get anxiety, and instead of like, ooh, I wish that flowed into art. It does not for me. I just become even more like, then I become more agitated because that is my, work and I love to do it. And when you can't find that outlet or you're not feeling, and I know us authors, we're really hard on ourselves. We're like, I didn't write
We are.
today. Damn me, So I'm
Mhm.
always even more. And that just, again, like I'm just a spiral lately. Like,
So have
damn
you
me.
found an outlet or no? Because I get the same way too. When I have that pressure, it's really hard for me to write. And I need to convince myself that I don't have to write and then I can write. Which makes
Yeah, I
no
mean,
sense
right
because
now, thankfully, I'm kind of editing. So I know we hate editing, but sometimes when you creatively can't write, that is like actually, though, you still feel like you're doing something. So I feel like,
I
okay,
said, do you have an escape, not work?
well, my life is pathetic.
I think
Okay.
it's helping her though with the second book, though, the editing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's helping
But
her get
yeah,
back
to
in.
escape, no, I'm awful. Like people are like, "Oh, you have a work balance?" Like I only have
No.
work. Like I'm off this. Especially taking care of Cooper with kidney disease, so it's like I'm all this right now. Like, and that's what I want to be honest about always is the fact of like most of us aren't in a perfect, we're all striving to find this perfect balance and you'll never probably ever fully find it.
Mhm.
But most of us aren't in a balance. We have to like most of us are like either this way or this way.
Mhm.
Authors, it's really hard to find that perfect, I don't think there's such thing as perfect, but
Yeah.
no, right now I'm, nothing feels like an outlet because in your brain, you feel like no matter what, it's like that little like, well, I could be doing yoga or something like that, and that feels good for the moment, but I should be writing. Like whatever it is, it's like I should be writing.
Maybe you need to. I was at an author retreat and I did actually have an author say, do you ever have a bad day? I feel like Willow never has a bad day. Willow does have bad days. Literally what you said with being off kilter all that time, including like the day that I got home. I sent that whole author retreat a message and screenshots, and I sent them to you too, of literally spiraling. Um, Oh shoot, I was gonna say something though. At the author retreat, this is what I was gonna say. One of the authors there was talking about ice cubes, and she said we all have a glass and an ice cube tray, and you can only fit so many ice cubes into your glass. And so she labels what she's gonna do in each ice cube, and is like, "This is all I can do. This is all I can handle." And there was nothing there for self care at all. And I said, "You need to have 3 ice cubes that are self care. Period." Because if you can't be good on your own, if you're not watering your own garden, if you're not practicing self-love, you are going to get yourself into this rut. And I've been there before where I'm like, I'm supposed to write X amount of words, and it would be something like 4,000 words, and I'd only write like one scene. And I'd be like, that's awful. How dare I? Like, I'd be so hard on myself
Mhm.
versus being like, that's one scene's fantastic. Good job. Like, it's a step forward. Let's keep moving. Instead, it's like this negative mindset. And it's literally a rotating door of negativity unless you can have those ice cubes of self-care, and then that counts as productivity.
It's
It
very much like the
really
spoon
does.
theory.
Yeah, what's
There's
it?
Yeah.
always a theory. I just say throw some tequila on those ice cubes and call
Well,
it a
yeah, that'll
day.
do it. Lydia said vodka. It was Lydia Michaels,
Yeah.
and she said, then you fill a cup
Actually,
with vodka.
again, these events that sometimes we go to, like, again, I love reading the readers, like, but sometimes it's just kind of hanging with the authors and having that
Mhm.
moment of like all of us relating to each other, going, yes, me too. That makes you feel like that, like have that outlet of having just talking to friends because it's very isolating,
Yeah.
being an author.
What you do
And,
is solitary.
yeah,
It's very
very solitary.
solitary.
It is. I
So,
already have 8 signings for next year,
oh,
let
wow.
alone all of them for this year. I think I started this year with 10, and then I added 4 Barnes and Nobles. So it's insane the amount of traveling that I'm doing. But can we tell our audience?
That's up to you.
I was
That's up to
about to
you.
say, are we gonna see each other? And then I was like, yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
I think we should tell them.
You go, girl.
Okay. Well, first of all, what are we going to see each other at any other of the signings?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Is it
Hey,
Vancouver?
Colleen's going to
Vancouver
take
Oh, Vancouver.
Colleen, the
and
cat
Indies
herder.
Invade Philly.
Indies Invade
You're
Philly,
both going to be at
when is that?
November
But that's November. The one that she's talking about is in the middle of that. So it's
is in the
Vancouver
middle. Yeah.
and then that one and
Yeah.
then
So we'll be in
Indy.
Vancouver together is that
Yeah.
July?
July.
That's
In
July.
July,
No.
yes.
Mhm.
Then we're going to be in Indies Invade Philly in November. And all of these are also
Yeah.
on my website under events. And I believe they're also on your website.
On Stacy's.
Too.
I
Yep.
probably need to update mine. Oops.
Definitely update it.
You're in your newsletter correctly.
There you go.
I've had to cancel too, so I feel bad.
Yeah. And I just had an invitation from the Barnes & Noble at the Christiana Mall in Delaware, which is my home state, Barnes & Noble. I love it dearly. I'm constantly there. I've already done 2 signings this year there. And they invited me to do a little party and the podcast and Stacy, and they're like, do you think you guys could do like a live recording there at the Barnes & Noble for a podcast episode? And I was like, let me know, Stacy. Like, heck yeah. And not only that, but the Starbucks is going to theme a drink around our podcast. Yeah, and we're going to have little goodie bags at the
The
seat.
names we could come up with that.
I know it. And we're going to have we'll have cups in the seat and they can bring the cup up to get the specialty drink. Yeah, and of course a signing and I'm going to have some cool special editions there. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And that is on, is it August 16th?
August 16th. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I remembered. That's a miracle. That's that is.
Like extra credit for me.
Right, but I've never had like a party at a Barnes and Noble, and that sounds.
I'm just a little afraid of us unfiltered with nobody telling live. They really want us live.
It's going to be live. I know, right? We can always edit it afterwards. My concern whenever there's a
That's
Q&A
not how live
at a Barnes, what? Oh, that's true.
Live is live.
Like, uh-oh.
Yeah. We won't be able to censor live. That's for
Don't
sure.
say the wrong person's name.
I know, right? I could be in big trouble. For those of you who don't know who are listening, the only time we've had to edit a podcast is because of me, because I said either an author's name instead of a celebrity or a celebrity's name instead of an author. Either way, it was not great. It was not
It was
what I
funny,
meant.
but
It's funny after the fact.
funny.
But when I said it, I looked at the screens and everyone
And we're both like,
yeah, I was like, did I say something? Is there something on my face? I was like, I don't know why. Like, what just happened here? I knew something had happened.
that was funny.
Yeah, but
So,
that is,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. And I find myself focusing on what am I grateful for, because there is so much going on and it has been a very long winter. And politically, so much is chaotic right now and so much is disheartening. But I am looking, what is it, Mr. Rogers, who says whenever there's, what does he say? When there's when there's a disaster, always look for the helpers.
I don't know, but was it Mr. Rogers that I want to change my coat and shoes?
Yes, that was Mr. Rogers.
I had to give him a little cardie. He had always the best cardies.
Yeah. He also narrated Feeding the Fish because there was a blind child who listened to his show.
I know.
And he asked about the fish. So then he started narrating, and now I'm going to feed the fish, so that the child knew that the fish was being fed. And I thought that was really sweet. So I'm finding myself really
great,
focused on gratitude.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know what Stacey, I want to just throw self-care ice cubes at you. Like
I'm really bad. Like, I know, I mean, it's not something that's like, I'm aware of that. Like, I was like, I probably should even just go get a massage, but it's just,
yes.
I'm just not, I'm Gen X, baby. We don't, and I know that's an excuse, but we just didn't grow up that way. That's not how we think.
There's
We are like, just
massage
toughen
table
it
right
up.
next to me, because I have a lady who comes to my house. Literally right next to me is the massage table.
Oh my gosh.
You should absolutely get a massage. Undoubtedly. Get your massage.
Like, it's like that lazy, like, oh, then I have to go and find it and pay for it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There is that pesky thing of the payment. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, but what about you writing wise? Have you any updates
I have
there?
some fun stuff coming out. I've been bebopping all over the place. I just co-wrote a Hansel and Gretel with Amelia Wilde. That's like really fun for Fractured Fairy Tales. It's free. By the time you're listening to this, there should be a link in my bio still to go get it for free if you want. Then I have this cute short story for a charity collection that I came up with the idea while on the beach. And I was able to write it because it was nice and short. And then I had a contract with this vibrator company who said, can you write like a short scene with this vibrator? We'll send it to you and all. Um, Heck yeah, that was fun. I just wrote that today. I co-wrote a dark one with Amelia Wild. I've actually been I got a deal, guys. I gotta like, woo! Like, I hope I'm not jinxing it. I don't think I'm jinxing it. I think it's definitely going through. I gave them the green light. I got a Indigo special edition deal through Ingham
Yay.
Park. Yeah, so
Yay.
I have an extended epilogue for All Who'll Ever Be, and I have a couple of authors writing a foreword for me, and we have a special edition of that. So that was fun. So I've got a lot of like little fun projects and co-writing this fun one with Monica Robinson, because when I was at her house, I was really low. This was before she had diagnosed me with asthma and told me when you get home, you need to go to the doctors. And a lot of things that ought to also happen that week, which you guys know about personally, but I don't want to discuss on air. So it's just, I was very low, right? And I just come from being with Lauren Landish, which was fantastic. And I was going to Monica and we were going to do a signing and everything is like, this stuff fills my cup up, but I still wasn't there. And the morning after I woke up at Monica's house, I went to go take a shower. And she has these puppies, and one of them, they're not puppies, they're dogs, but I call them puppies, big floof balls. They're adorable. And one of them's name is Teddy. And Teddy loves me, and I love Teddy. Marley took my kids' toys out of the suitcase and thought it was his toy, and then he loved me, but it did come at the cost of destruction of one of the toys. Either way, I accept his love wholeheartedly. And I will bring down toys for him exclusively next time. But I'm getting to go to the shower, and Teddy came into the bathroom, and I thought he was going to take my bra right off the thing. And I said, Teddy, you scoundrel. And I was like, oh, that's a cute little name. That'd be a cute title, right? And then I'm in the shower, and you know how you get in the shower and the ideas just go, and I just started.
That's this one. Yeah. She is a water
It's the
idea
I give
person.
Stacy lots of good ideas after I get out of the shower.
I have a notepad that has
She
a
sent
waterproof
me one.
pencil.
I
Yes,
sent her one too. Yeah. You guys are water is your kind where earth is mine, where I have to go.
Yeah.
I'm walking. You always know if you get a voicemail from me full of ideas, I'm usually on a walk.
We're walking.
That's where I'm like, yeah.
Lydia Michaels has a course on writing 10,000 words a day, and the number of words that you write is directly linked to how much you walk. Did you know that?
Oh, then I should be writing a hell of a lot
That's like
more.
a psychological thing. That's not even a her, that's somebody else. But also, if you're like earth is your conduit, have you thought about getting a grounding blanket?
That like it's funny. I have like those because I'm actually technically I think an air sign, but like that's not. I don't feel like maybe air makes me happy. I don't.
Well,
breathing it sure does.
I'm
But
asking.
I don't.
You should
That
do
would
it.
make me feel like I don't think I'd like it.
I
but-
just got a grounding blanket and I plug it in and I'm sitting with it on my sofa and I've been like banging things out left and right. It's crazy. You should do it.
Like, you can't hold me down, blanket.
I
No,
do
it's not,
grounding during the summer outside.
Yeah, grounding is
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not thick.
It's a weighted blanket, basically.
No,
you're saying,
No,
right?
No, not a,
Oh, okay.
no. A
Mm-mm.
grounding blanket is a blanket that you like hook in to like an outlet. It like
Mhm.
it has something to do with electrons or electricity or something. So it literally hooks into like the little circle part of the three prongs, the little circle prong. It hooks in there and it plugs in, and it's supposed to do something with like the ions or electrons. I have no idea, but I got it because I'm woo woo and someone told me I should, so I did. Uh, and I think you should too, because it was really weird how it like cleared my head. It was almost like taking that medicine again. I told Sophie, I said,
I'll look into it because a weighted blanket, I'm like, don't hold me down.
No,
I
not the
can't
weighted
do weighted
one.
blankets.
Yeah, it's nice and thin. It felt like it was shocking me though a couple of times. Apparently that means you're getting used to it. And I'm like, I am not into like masochism. I don't know what is going on here. So if you get shocked, I don't know, don't blame me. Maybe like
It's
read the
kicking you in
directions.
the ass.
It really did. It was like, get
Oh,
out of
I
here.
kind of like it.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be like the ions when you ground yourself to the earth.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be reconnecting you to the earth.
It's
That's what
like
a
when
grounding
you,
blanket
in the
does.
summer, if you go out and walk barefoot outside, you're supposed to
Yeah.
do that for like so many minutes a day. It's kind of like that, but for inside, like during the
Mhm.
winter or whatever, you can still do it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll help me write because right now, unfortunately, I'm writing less, but it's for something that's hopefully big. But I'm on the second book for it, and it's just like it's getting back into the process. So I'm needing a maybe zap in the ass.
Yeah, go ahead. Then wrap yourself in that blanket. Yeah.
Yeah, because so there's like lots of future stuff that I can't talk about yet, like until like ink is signed. But like and we even got to do something in LA that it was very fun, but again, can't talk about it. And it's so I'm ready to talk about it. I'm tired of like this whole, and I always feel like it's us that like, it's like hurry up and then we have to wait for like, can they just get it done so we can talk about it now? But yeah, I mean, when this finally gets hopefully signed ink, I'll do my blood if it needs to. But I'm very excited about this direction. I haven't done this before, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited. So like you, I'm like hoping that that deal will fall like finally, maybe hopefully this week.
I'm so excited for you. I can't
Yeah.
wait to celebrate. And then we'll get
Yeah.
champagne and our grounding blankets, or tequila, whatever it is, and just party. That sounds good.
That sounds good. All right, Colin, fill in your last, what have you up to dealing with us, huh?
Yeah.
The two of you.
Grunt, kicking both of our asses.
I can't really talk about this stuff because it's you guys. So
Yeah.
I don't really know what to talk about. So
Is
I
there
just
anything
am the keeper of secrets.
you really are? I was just
Yeah.
thinking, is there anything I forgot? Because I know that I did forget a lot, but everything I'm thinking of, I don't think I can say.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So neither one of you can. So
So what
I'm over here, the keeper of secrets, keeping my secrets.
so that's the
And
answer
like,
to the podcast
I
episode
know all the
question.
things.
Yeah. You know all the things.
You really do.
Yeah. Like,
And I'm
we
like,
might have to take her out.
but aren't you
Dangerous.
glad I can keep a secret?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, 1,000,000,000%.
Thankfully, I forget, so I keep a really good secret too because I'm like, what? I'm just ready. It's been a long time, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and it's on that final thing of like, it's just the lawyer needs to look at it finally, and it's just like, come on.
Is it Margarita?
No, she's done
The
her
other
business.
lawyer.
It's the other
Their
lawyer.
lawyer. Okay,
Yeah.
Their
gotcha.
lawyer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, we should have Margarita back on here.
We
Not
need to. She's
Yes.
amazing. I
Yes,
love her.
she is. So guys, let us know in the question or in the comment section if you have any questions or any topics that you think that we should talk about. And we always appreciate doing this and getting a moment to come on and reconnect with one another, which it really does fill our cups up. And I guess that's the answer to the podcast question of what the hell are we doing? We're keeping
We
secret.
still don't know.
No, we're kidding.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She knows, thankfully. We don't have to know.
Yeah.
That's the great thing of having Colleen. We don't need to know.
That's so true.
We just show up, right?
Literally.
So thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And please leave more questions. I'd love to do another podcast with all of your questions. That would be great.
Maybe that could be the one in Delaware in Barnes and Noble Christiana Mall when we do our live. Maybe it'll
That
be
would
like
be fun.
answering your questions. That would be fun. And we have
Yeah.
plenty of time to gather them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Like, share, subscribe, send this link to your best friend, but also your worst enemy, because why not?
Why not?
All right. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.